Hello everyone and welcome. In today's video, we are going to install the reverse engineered Vice City mod into our GTA Vice City game. Without further ado, let's start. First thing, before you start, you are going to need an original unmodified copy of Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Here I have an unmodified original copy of Grand Theft Auto Vice City. The next thing that you are going to need is definitely the GTA reVC files. This is taken from a website online. I will leave a link in the description of the video later. Here you can see the files. Since I am using an Intel processor, I will open this folder right here. The reason why I do that is because these other folders are not really compatible with my current computer, but this one is. So that is why I choose this one. For your particular computer, it's better for you to check your computer specifications so that you install the correct version for your computer and your Vice City version. I will choose this folder because I am using an Intel processor. So let's open it. Inside this folder, we can see some other folders and several files. These are the reverse engineering files. All you have to do is to left click on data and then scroll down until the end, and then you press shift on your keyboard and left click on the last file right here, which is reVC.pdb. Okay, you can extract it to the location of your Vice City installation, or you can just drag into the folder like this. When asked to replace files, click replace the files in the destination. And that is pretty much it. Now let's try to run the game. To run the game, click on reVC.exe. Don't click on this one. This one is the old exe. We do not need to run this one, but please do not delete it. But instead just keep it there. But you run the game through reVC.exe instead. So without further ado, let's start. And when we open the game, this is how it looks like. We have the controller setup, which also has gamepad settings. And this has support for modern gamepads mostly. Also has support for older gamepads as well, which is a pretty nifty feature. You can also turn on vibration on your gamepads. Besides that, you can try and detect the joystick. I do not have any joystick connected to the computer, so I cannot do that. You can also do the usual settings, change it to either standard or classic controls. Then when you go to audio setup, you can also change a few more settings. You can also change a few settings. For example, you can play around with these settings. In display setup, is slightly different, but you can change lots of things here too. For example, you can turn on or off the cutscene borders. You can turn on or off the free cam. Free cam allows you to walk just like in San Andreas, where you have diagonal movement and etc. You can also turn on subtitles. Graphics setup is also another nifty feature. You can change it to any resolution that is fitting. You can also configure the widescreen, whether it's auto, 4:3, 5:4, 16, and it changes instantly. Very nice feature. I will just set it to auto for now. And you can also change from full screen to windowed. And right now I've changed it to windowed, and now the game is running on windowed mode. Also, there are many other settings that you might want to play around with. Although I do advise you to be careful. You don't want to mess up with too much. But then again, from my experience, it is mostly safe. But I'm going to keep it like this because I don't really like to mess around with the files. Now let's start the game proper, shall we?
Tommy Vassetti. Shit. Then they'd never let him out.
He kept his head down.
Okay, for some reason, the cutscene borders
Poke
are
my head out of the gutter
still
for one
there.
freaking second and fake
Maybe
showing
I forgot to
shit
turn it off.
in my face. Go get some
Oh yeah, I
sleep.
forgot to turn it off. Sorry about
What are
that.
you gonna do?
I'll drop by your office tomorrow and we can start sorting this mess out.
Excuse me while I maximize the window. Okay, that looks better in my opinion. It looks better now. And let's go back to display setup and no wonder, silly me. I will turn this off, and I'm using a pretty decent computer, so I'm going to increase the draw distance. Brightness, just keep it like that. And now let's go back to the game. This is how it looks like. And it is working pretty well. Of course, you have to configure a few settings if you are playing on the keyboard and mouse. For example, right now when I'm playing with the mouse, I'm not able to press the attack button because you have not configured it. So that is very easy. There are some settings that you have to reconfigure, but this is very easy to do. It is pretty much the same thing as in the original game if you're using a keyboard and mouse. If you're using a controller, a gamepad, it will work straight away without needing any extra setup or anything. So very nice feature, and everything seems to be working just as expected. That is it for the installation of GTA Reverse Engineered Vice City. I hope that you understand the steps, and if you have any questions, please tell us in the comments of the video. I will leave a link to download reVC in the description of the video and the comment section. So thank you for watching and have a good day.